Let's get into the top 5 teams. This is the last part of the power rankings. These are the teams that we think have the best shot to win an NBA championship, or at the very least get to the conference finals / NBA finals, stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
So, Antoine, you are headlining this final section. And remember,
Beautiful.
for the Spotify viewers, let them know your rankings. Here are your top 5 teams.
Wow. What a top 5, Gio. Whoever you're texting, tell them my top 5 is elite.
It's Fetty, our feature guest.
Okay.
Yes, so
tell them
shout
the
out,
Raptors are nowhere near the top 20.
Okay.
Hopefully soon. So the Rockets are 5th. Love what they're doing, of course.
Knicks at 4 is crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
What?
Knicks at 4 is crazy.
What?
I'm sorry, just continue.
Yeah, just
Blasphemy out of both of your mouths. Blasphemy, I tell you. I sound like Stephen A. on a
You're
good
just a
day.
bias.
The Knicks are my top 4. Wow. Remarkable.
okay.
The Celtics are at 3 just because I don't want to put 2 East teams 1 and 2. I feel like East and West should be 1 and 2.
Fair.
But they would easily go into 2, I think, over the Thunder. But I transcend.
Just continue to read the top 5 for the
I
Spotify
transcend.
people.
I
says.
transcend. Celtics are 3rd. OKC is 2nd. And Cleveland stays number 1.
Yeah, fair. I mean, like Cleveland and OKC are on pace to win 65 games apiece, so they are the clear 2 best teams in the regular season. Knicks at 4 is, I don't even have words. Like,
That is the best pick all day.
at best, like if I felt so good about the Knicks, the highest I would go is like 8.
I'm riding off.
What's another word for blasphemy?
I hope Siri gives you nothing.
This is profane.
Profane. It's like profanity. It's like a curse.
You weren't you the one that says stick by your team and glaze them all the way last
You know
week?
what? You're right. I did say that.
Why'd you have to open your mouth, man?
Yeah, I should just stop.
Well, in all honesty,
But no, I appreciate that you believe in your team, but it's a little delusional. That's okay, though.
A little.
they should be probably the lowest I would go is 5 or 6.
So one spot lower.
1 or 2 spots.
That's crazy.
I think I'm riding the OG wave right now.
Bro, I almost put them in 11th. So like
That's so awful.
I almost put
that
Detroit
is
ahead.
an awful list.
That's
Whoever
crazy.
made that list got sent it to the moon.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, this is my 5.
Any reasonings like how you ordered the top 3? Just out of
It was
curiosity.
tough.
Yeah.
It's so interchangeable.
Yeah.
I think riding the Cavs just because I think the Celtics could have a finals championship burnout just because they don't want it as much.
Understandable.
OKC
It's possible, Gio.
OKC, I think, just because they're riding the wave with Cleveland. They're both at the top teams of both conferences. I think it's well deserved.
Let me tell you, the Celtics, they're coming.
Pause.
Well, yes, it's hard. They can go easily 1 or 2.
Also pause.
OKC at 2, just because I think Cleveland has a little bit more of the umph than OKC.
Fair.
That's fair. Understandable.
I think their bigs beat OKC's a lot more. Cleveland.
It's close.
I think so. I would give they have better bigs, but
slight
I think OKC has the better player in the series of SGA. Like it's pretty much
do.
not even a debate.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be tough because both teams have historically dropped in the playoffs.
Right.
So we'll see who kind of comes about. And even the Celtics, outside of last year, the Celtics have played with their food too much. I can't trust them like that.
I trust the Celtics. They got it done last year.
So-
They know what to do now. They know
So
what
we'll
to
just have to see. Remember, if certain circumstances could have happened in their last
listen.
3 series that could have changed the tides.
Listen, the
Very good point.
Pacers were a healthy Tyrese Halliburton away from going to the finals.
Yeah, and the Cavs.
That was,
Remember, Donovan Mitchell played out of his mind in Game 2 in the second round and tied the series, and then he got hurt. So we don't know what could happen. This is the same Celtics that went down 3-0 to an 8 seed in 2023.
Yeah, but listen, Celtics. What are they? They gentlemen swept every single
Yeah,
series.
the Pacers gave them the hardest trouble with that, Tyrese.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they still won in 5
it was a
games.
competitive. It was a
it was
competitive.
a very
sweep.
competitive.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
5 games, they
Right.
got the job done.
I blame more Rick Carlisle for that than Boston giving credit because
Oh, come on.
Rick Carlisle didn't close with the right players.
Yeah.
Like TJ McConnell had 26 points in one of the games and he took him out.
Also, no Matherin. Matherin's back this year.
And with the way Obi Toppin's playing,
Look, a lot of these guys are playing great, but I'm sorry, I still get the edge to
That's
Jason
fair.
Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard's playing amazing.
PP?
All these guys.
the
okay?
only way Boston and Indiana meet is in the conference finals.
I want to see
Okay.
it.
So we'll have to see.
We'll see.
But Gio, do you want to get into your 5?
Let me see.
Here you go.
So,
Oh
Rockets.
my God, this list is so awful.
No, it's not.
The
This
Lakers
is-
above the Cavs?
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
so bad.
Bro, get off
Oh,
ESPN Schmeat,
yeah.
bro. What
He
a-
loves Austin Reeves.
No, did you see what the Lakers did to the Thunder the other night?
Yeah.
Just embarrassed them. Okay, destroyed them, I think, by 20, 30 points.
But like you would say with the Cavs, it's just a regular season game.
Right,
if
but
we're-
they're showing
okay.
me Luka
Hold on.
Doncic is.
I read your 5.
What do you want to
first.
say?
Read
Okay,
your 5.
let me read my
first. Yeah.
5. So I got Rockets at 5, Cavs at 4, Lakers at 3, Thunder at 2, Celtics at 1.
Okay. So the Lakers should be missing probably 2 to 3 more players if the Luka trade was actually facilitated correctly.
But you're saying
wait,
bro.
Wait. Windy today, LeBron's best friend, quote unquote,
Yeah.
said so Austin Reeves should have been going to the Mavs in that trade.
Yeah.
Along with probably maybe Dalton Connect.
And more first round picks.
So
And AD?
the Lakers
Yeah.
and AD. So the Lakers were missing AD, Reeves, and Connect.
So why didn't it happen?
Because you have a bum in the front office, as Tyler says.
Okay, so
Yeah.
why are you bringing that up? If the
Because
Lakers have Reeves,
but
they have
if you
LeBron.
correct, but if you had a reasonable GM there, though, those players should have been gone. So the Lakers could have been easily at 5.
Yeah, but we're talking about the past right now. I'm talking about the Lakers right now
All right,
with
Yes.
Reeves,
Let me ask you
with
this.
LeBron,
Let me
with
ask-
Luka.
Let me ask you this. Let's say it's a Cavs Lakers finals, right?
Okay,
You have Rui on a bum knee with Jack.
Rui is playing great,
No, but he's been injured, is what I'm saying.
but he looked very good.
I understand that. But Rui on a semi bum knee and Jackson Hayes against Mobley and Allen? Like the Lakers have no size.
The Lakers do have size,
No, not like the Cavs.
not like the Cavs. The Cavs have beyond size.
I think the Cavs are the worst matchup in the East for the Lakers.
They might be,
Austin Reeves
but
is,
I don't even have the Cavs coming out of the
Listen.
East,
And that's
so
the
it doesn't
thing.
matter.
I mean, they've split with Boston this
Austin
year.
Reeves is kissing the ground that he did not get sent to the Mavs. And Nico Harrison completely just said, I want AD, and that's
We also
it.
talk about how great Austin Reeves has been.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's been
yes.
outstanding, and then Luka now is starting to find it. This Lakers team
But
is scary.
Austin-
the White Mambas are coming to town.
Austin Reeves should be a Maverick.
Bro, who cares
doesn't
what he
matter.
should
He's
be?
not
We're
a
talking about
Maverick.
what
I know,
going
but
on
he
right
should
now.
be a Maverick.
Yo, stop talking about what
Thing
should
is,
be and what
I'll
could
tell you
be.
this though: if this trade was facilitated properly, Luka Doncic would not even be a
Oh,
Laker.
that too, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Most-
Luka wouldn't be a Laker.
Any
Can we stop talking about an alternate reality?
Like an
Can we talk
alternate-
about what's going on in this reality,
Exactly.
please?
Yes, but-
Luka is a Laker. So is
Yeah.
Reeves. So is LeBron. All
Yes,
these guys.
correct.
Can we talk about this reality?
just because one man was put in the wrong
Right.
position to trade. If Mark Cuban was still there, it wouldn't have happened.
I'm just telling you what I see.
Yes.
Right.
And what I see
what
is-
is the reality?
Let me tell you, Luka's playing out of his mind. He's starting to find it on the Lakers. LeBron's taking a slight back step
He's not
to
healthy.
allow Luka.
he's not healthy,
Okay, there you go.
and that's a red flag to me.
That is a red flag, but maybe he's
Luka?
giving
LeBron.
his body
LeBron.
some time before they go to the playoffs, so he
Yeah.
can get healthy. And because of that, Luka, it's actually benefiting Luka. He's finding his rhythm again. He's looking like a killer.
Mm-hmm.
Reeves, I would have thought Reeves to take a back step to Luka, but Reeves has elevated ever since Luka arrived.
because he had to.
But he did though.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah, I'm saying
Player
he had to.
development. I thought he would have taken a back step.
No.
He elevated.
I
Right.
knew he wouldn't be the one.
Who would? Somebody's gonna have to.
No, I didn't think. I think that would function as a big three.
yes, correct.
That was who was going to be the third guy? It wasn't going to be Rui. It wasn't going
No,
to be Dorian Finney-Smith.
Connect took the
Well,
back step. to the-
but you would expect
everything.
you wouldn't expect as much production from Reeves if you have
No,
Luka coming in.
No, I do because everyone's going to be focusing on Luka and LeBron. Reeves is going to be wide open all the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair,
and
fair.
Reeves
That's-
was already breaking out before the Luka.
He was, but not
Exactly.
as much as he is now.
Right.
And then you have LeBron, of course.
Yeah,
who's a,
obviously, it's
who's a
LeBron.
known winner. So that's why I have the Lakers above the Cavs and the Rockets. It's that simple.
They're definitely above the
And
Rockets.
they can even win it all. Okay. I'm gonna say that.
Unfortunately, you're right, but they're definitely above the Rockets. I cannot put them above Cleveland.
Okay.
I just
No.
can't. The Lakers have flaws as well. Way more flaws than Cleveland does.
I just think JJ Redick is also, even though they do have flaws,
Yeah.
JJ Redick is the better coach. I think he might be the best coach here
If they had
on
a-
this list.
if they had a center,
Mark Dagnall is by far the best coach out of all
I don't
these
know if
guys.
I agree with that.
Or Ime Udoka.
Thunder can't get it done in the Ime. I like Ime, but the Thunder can't get it done in the playoffs.
Right. We'll have to see. The Lakers haven't gotten it done since the bubble.
Okay.
if
So-
the Lakers had a functional center than
Yeah.
what they have right now, I could see your point.
Yeah. I don't trust Jackson Hayes in any playoff. He shouldn't even be in the league for other reasons, but like
Yeah.
that's besides the point.
Well, yeah.
But like I don't. He's not like he's gonna get spoon fed lobs. Obviously, that's.
Yeah.
But like in a conference finals, if they get there, he's gonna get eaten alive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he might hold. I think he can
don't
hold his
know.
own.
I don't think so.
He was a lottery pick, but he hasn't been showing.
Yeah.
He can hold his own, but of course, if you have Mobley and Jared Allen, you can't guard both.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
Celtics over the Cavs. Interesting.
Yeah, no.
That's one team Donovan Mitchell shows up against is Boston.
Yeah,
He
but
notoriously does.
I just have too much faith in Boston right
Okay.
now.
I'll have to see. We'll have to see what their
right.
durability level is looking
Yes.
like when the time comes. Should we get into my five?
Let's see it.
Here are my top 5 teams.
Oh,
So I have the Lakers at 5, the Pacers in 4th, the Celtics in 3rd, the Cavaliers in 2nd, and the OKC Thunder in 1st place.
Lakers in 5. Is that what you
Did you
said?
see the new one he came up with today?
No, what did he say?
Here, let me pull it up right now.
oh, KFC, UFC.
No.
No,
Shannon
bro.
Sharp, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, it's Shannon Sharp, but I'll tell you what he said.
He said KFC, UFC,
No, but it was-
OKC in 5.
So here's what here's what he said. He said divorce court, child support, Lou Dort, Lakers in 5.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that's funny.
That's funny. Yeah.
He makes first
Yeah,
take
it
fun
is
with
fun.
that, actually.
He does, yeah. But yeah, the Lakers should be no higher than 5 in my opinion. I still think this roster is heavily flawed on the defensive side, and even on the offensive side too. Like, I don't trust their front court not named LeBron James. Their bigs outside of LeBron are horrible.
Well, again, I say insanity.
Rui's not that bad. I
Insa-
think Dorian Finney-Smith can guard multiple positions.
Insanity. Running back the same thing with Rui is insanity.
Gosh.
Rui should have been traded.
Is insanity.
He should have been traded, but it is what it is. Had they gotten Mark Williams and he was healthy, they would have been a lot higher. But the 3 teams in front of me, or the 4 teams in front of them, I trust way more than the Lakers. I think there's a gap between 5 and the rest of the top 4.
Wow.
His pace pick is like my Knicks pick. I don't see them at 4. I'm sorry.
They're definitely more capable of being 4 than the Knicks, though.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I agree with that for sure.
Because I think I saw a stat on the Pacers, like they've been one of the best teams since the new year started, especially since like All-Star break.
They have.
Because
Well, what happened to the Cavs not being one?
the Thunder are the best team in the league. Like, it's not even a debate.
All right.
Like, the fact that I think they had Hartenstein and Chet together for like maybe 15, 20 games, and they have like 64 wins right now. That's the only reason why. I think right now, because the Cavs are the best team in the East, but like the gap between the Thunder and everyone else in the West is insane. And plus, SGA is going to win the MVP. I'm putting that pressure on him.
Yeah.
Have to. There's no
Not
I
wrong.
like
excuse
that
anymore.
I like that, Tyler.
You
That's
win.
not wrong at
You know,
all.
you're on pace
Put
to
that
win.
pressure.
You're on pace to win 68 games. If you win 68 games and crash out in the second round to whoever, that's on you.
Ooh.
Like
Yeah.
that's I don't know what else to say.
Apply that pressure, bro.
And honestly, I tweeted it out the other day, and I said it a few minutes ago. I would take the Pacers in a series over most teams in the West if they get to the finals. I think there's a legit shot they can win it all. Because, like you said, Gio, I think they could beat an injured Milwaukee or Detroit, whoever they have to play.
Yeah, that's easy.
They will play Cleveland in the second round. That's gonna. I think I did
I think the
say.
Pacers can beat Cleveland.
I said earlier on in the season, whoever wins that series will win the whole thing, and it's gonna be. I think whoever wins that can win it all.
Okay.
I think they could both beat Boston, and whoever you're playing, whether it's OKC, Denver, the
Yeah.
Lakers, Minnesota, whoever.
Yeah.
I think this is the most invested I've ever been in NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
And so I'm so ready
Yeah,
for it to happen.
I think
right
I'm
now.
very.
happen.
We're very invested. I
Yeah.
think too.
The only reason why I didn't put the Celtics in my top 2 for a couple of reasons. One, obviously the Cavs and Thunder have been obscenely good in the regular season.
Right?
Yeah.
And 2, like I said, was last year, was it them truly locking in, or was it the other teams just not being durable or not locked in as well?
Come on, bro.
But look, it's like, what do you
Gentlemen
like?
sweeps across the board.
Right, but like, how do you want me to view this? Because let's take it back a little bit. In 2023, they didn't pay attention to the Heat, and they lost that series. Right. 2022, they lost to Miami in the conference finals. 2021, they were injured. They lost to us in the first round. 2020, they should have beaten the Heat in the conference finals. They didn't. And then they lose to LeBron in 2019, and they just haven't been able to get it done past the conference finals, except obviously 2022, they made the finals. I
Right.
forgot about that. And again, they played with their food too much in game 3 against the Warriors, and the Warriors won 4 straight games. So, or the Celtics may have won one game in between, something like that. But the Celtics just aren't like 100% locked in all the time deep in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that is a concern to me.
But once you learn how to win, you forget how to lose, baby.
That's true. But championship hangovers are also a real thing.
They're not
Yeah,
hungover.
and they got a hot Mavs team last year that's now without Luca and looking like a complete shell of themselves.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's an interesting storyline for sure.
Yeah. I think any of the top 4 teams can easily win the championship.
Yeah,
I think
Okay.
I think all 4 can do it in convincing fashion in every series too.
You don't think the Lakers could win?
I think it would take a lot for the Lakers to win. It's going to be tough.
I'm still on the same wavelength that any team in the West 1 through 6
Wow.
has a chance.